And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready to go. And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
Good change-up right there. Just pulled the string.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball. Got him. And now one away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Hit weakly on the ground. Stop. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Soto recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Nola fires. Struck him out looking. Mets go down quick. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And on the mound in this one, Clay Holmes. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters.
Second inning set to go. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a ground ball. Boom. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, Mark.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Second inning here, no score. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And here's a 3-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground, and it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Brett Bryant digs in now. Kicks and deals. Line drive.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Torrens. And that one is lifted in the air.
To shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
up
half
for
of
the
inning number
Phillies,
2.
the
And
designated
Kyle
hitter,
Schwarber will
Kyle
come up.
Schwarber.
This one in the air. Lindor hauls it in for the out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there.
third
I mean, that
baseman.
pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the ball, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Three-two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Acuna.
On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. And one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Back to the top of the Mets
Lindor.
order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. In the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. Corrals it. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Jesse
Now
Winker.
batting, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Into center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Juan Soto now. And strike 2. Top of the third, no score.
2 strikes.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it hits the top of the wall. Here comes Winker. The relay to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, he was trying to get his team on the scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's check
up
out
for
the
the
latest
Phillies,
news from around
the
the league.
catcher, JT Real
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Castellanos working through some struggles lately. On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first, and Castellanos is out. And here's the first baseman, Weston Wilson.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, and we're still knotted at 0. All set for the
Leading
start
off
of
for
the
the
inning.
Mets,
And now
the
it's the
first
polar
baseman,
bear, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, one down.
Up next for the Mets,
Mark
the third
Vientos
baseman,
up
Mark
now for the Mets.
Vientos.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Slow roller up the middle. Stop. Slings to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Bryant.
Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Brett Bryant getting ready to hit. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola the strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we are still bottom of the 4th. This is Bryson Stott. Line drive. Makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Out number 2.
The batter number 7, shortstop.
Trey Turner now. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Stays alive. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Now a screamer into the outfield. Siri makes the catch, inning over. Phillies down in order. Still no score. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 5th. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Relay to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. And now it's Jose Siri. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one ripped. Castellanos takes it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away. So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. In the air, right field, Castellanos. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Kyle Schwarber.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
And here comes Alec Boehm. The Phils still looking for their first hit in this one. And that one fouled off. This one smoked out to left. Bryant makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Siri settles underneath it, drops into the glove, and the inning is over. So 5 back at Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started, and now it's Frankie Lindor. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go-ahead run on base, Winker. And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Ground ball right side, could be two. Off-balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now batting the right fielder.
And now it's Juan Soto. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Over to Turner for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. There you see his May and June numbers so far. And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Out to short. Lindor. Off balance speed. There's one. Over to Alonso. Double play.
Now batting. First baseman.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job. He can
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Great catch. Foul ground up against the wall. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In the air to left center. Turner sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and there's one down. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Swinging on the curveball. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Lifted in the air, right center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in.
On the mound now, Orion Kerkering.
Number 50.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Now at the plate, Jose Siri. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Holmes winds and deals. Swing and a miss.
1 ball,
and that's strike 2.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Bryant snags it, and there's one down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lindor on to first. And that is the inning. We go to the 8th. Stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Guy swinging. First out in the top of the 8th.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
High fly ball out to left field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Fastball right back to the mound. The throw to first, 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Schwarber comes up to manager out of the dugout now. New pitcher on now, Paul Blackburn.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
And Schwarber strikes out. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This to center field. And that will fall.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is your bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in, so hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Out to short, Lindor slings it across. Inning over. So 1 hit is all they get. 9th inning coming up. And we back here in Philadelphia. We go to the 9th. Here's Juan Soto. On the ground to 3rd. Oh, and it hits the base. Safe. He beats it out. And the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Swings and misses. And it's 1 and 2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to.
Over to Turner for 1. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
That one not close. 2 and 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour in the gun. So no runs here. So bottom of the 9th. Now here is Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Bases empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the
swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
Pitching for
So
the
they turn to their
Phillies,
close. Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Torrens.
McGill.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Oh, that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. And the batter now, Jose Siri. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The run scores from 3rd, and it's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. 1st and 2nd, no outs. Acuna, the next to hit, swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cracks his bat and pops him up.
Batter's out.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Now that
Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. And here in extra innings. Swing and a miss. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Strong getting ready to go. Banks warming up as well. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what...
Zips it across, and Winker is set down. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning, and now for the Phillies, here comes the manager out of the...
now pitching for New York.
So the tying run at
Number
second.
72.
Swing and a high fly ball right field.
Nunez.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Trey Turner. Swings and misses, struck him out. Phillies have just 1 out remaining. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of.